für den Fußball. Goal for England now, and in 3 minutes' time they might be in the final. It's Cole Palmer. Watkins making a good run forward here, and he slipped him inside the penalty area, and he's hit it. Oh! Has he hit it? He's just won it. Ollie Watkins has just scored a goal that surely takes England into the final of the European Championships.
Looks like the three lines are back again. Another major final for Gareth, but are you backing him? Cool after call on talkSPORT about sacking him. Football's coming home. Is it finally happening? Yeah, I don't know, but I know something feels different. Every single sub comes on for England that makes a difference. Last minute overheads coming from behind. Winning penalty shootouts, never running out of time. A team full of brilliance, newfound resilience. Written in the stars, or is it all coincidence? At times we've been poor. Criticize our core, you could even say we got here cause the luck of the draw. But some things in life are clearly meant to be. Like when the Lionesses won the Euros beating Germany. There's the stars and we should all aim at them. Hearing Hey Jude being sung from the stage. Is it finally coming home? I've been waiting all my life to see the day that England's filled with pride. I'm not alone. Is it finally coming home? I can see it in their eyes. Now's the time to make history as England reunites.
Here we are, oh majestic. Let's hope he's right. Let's hope it is finally coming home. We're going to chat to Jim Proudfoot, your match commentator, very shortly. But before that, just get an update with Lisa O'Sullivan at Wimbledon.
Outrageous forehand from Carlos Alcaraz has just seen the break against Daniil Medvedev in this second set. 3-1 Carlos Alcaraz will serve. He dropped that first set 7 points to 1 on the tiebreak. Couldn't find a serve for love nor money in the early stages of that. 5 games to 4. Medvedev was serving for the match. There was a double bounce, the ball not up when he got his racket to it. He decided to use the old Foxtrot Yankee 3 times on court, which earned him a code violation for unsportsmanlike conduct. Did go on to take that first set, so Medvedev leads by a set. Alcaraz serving 3-1 in the second.
Thanks very much, Lisa. Yeah, his second England final as a commentator. Wowee. I remember chatting to Jim before the last one. Yeah. So here we are again.
Here we go again.
Good afternoon, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Hello, fellas. It's very nice to speak to you. I remember that chat too as well, Paul. And I can tell you from a professional point of view, it feels a little bit easier this time. And I think that that's because I'm more confident in England's ability to be able to get the job done. And that's not me sitting here in a very stormy Berlin this afternoon saying that I'm expecting England to win. But I do actually genuinely think that they're better placed for the experience of last time. Having a crack at it this time.
That's interesting. I remember going into that because it was at Wembley. We felt that home advantage would make a difference, and we felt we kind of matched up pretty well against the Italian side. This time we are sort of underdogs. Spain haven't lost a game yet. They look very good, so there may be a bit less pressure on England. But you're feeling quite chilled about it, Jim.
Well, I think that relative lack of expectation will actually help England a lot. I mean, Spain come into it with everything to lose. 8 wins in a row, 13 competitive victories in a row, which is their best run since the 2010-2011 season, a run which has started with their World Cup triumph in South Africa. So there's so much expectation in Spain that they're going to be able to win it. And because of the way that England have got to the final, I don't think that the players will be burdened by that same weight of expectation, the England players, because they're second favourites. If you have a look at the games that England have played, with my statistical head on here, against the teams that tend to dominate possession against England, and that doesn't happen very often. But the 3 games since the last Euros final, which England have had the least possession, their attempts have been really good, their number of attempts, the quality of attempts, the XG, everything has been really good. Outlying numbers that suggest that still have this ability on the counter-attack. And when you look at the side that England are going to be putting out, or that we expect England are going to be putting out, there's going to be 6 in that starting lineup, at least possibly 7 who have started a major tournament final before. a major international tournament. Two of the others have won an age group World Cup. And the other two, one has just won the Champions League and the other's just scored the winner in the FA Cup final. So there is now big game experience in this England team. Yeah, you can look at the Spanish and you can look at a Nations League final. Of course, untold numbers of Champions League successes that some of them have got, like Danny Carvajal. But I just think that England have got this canny mix really that might serve them well.
They do have to go. I mean, while we were talking stats, you've probably seen this one as well, Jim, made in the Times on the Telegraph. Over the last 23 years, Spanish sides have played 22 major finals against teams outside of Spain, and they have won every one of them.
Well, that run's got to end soon, really.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it is an extraordinary statistic, of course, and they have this brilliant ability to completely change the way that they've played, their style of play, the personnel, and yet the results have only improved for this wholesale change that they've had under Luis de Cuenca. So they have this great knack of winning finals at age group level as well. And yet, I don't know, there's just something about it. And I'm not saying that I think England's name is written on it. Spain are favourites, and they're justifiably favourites for the form that they've been in. But I just think England have got more than a puncher's chance. And before a ball was kicked, I thought that there was every chance that England would be able to get to the semi-finals, and that might be a realistic exit point for them. But they've done better than that, and I think that they're coming good. And certainly the best 45 minutes that England have played clearly was the first half of the semi-final against the Dutch. And if they can reproduce big elements of that performance over a slightly longer period, then it will hold them in good stead. Whether that will be good enough, I don't know. I mean, England are going to have to play really well if they're going to win it. There's no doubt about that.
Jim, I normally see you in a godforsaken end of nowhere watching non-league teams. And there's a lot of non-league in this England team. There's a lot of pyramid in this England. Even Harry Kane, played down. I think he played at Leyton Orient, didn't he?
Yeah.
There's a lot of. It shows how strong and how important the Football League pyramid is to this England team, and I think that's why it feels like an England team.
Yeah, you don't have to persuade me, Chaz. You know that. It's some of the others with a little bit more influence that you've got to try and persuade of the importance of the pyramid. It's absolutely crucially important. I mean, I'm sure you've talked about it earlier today. Our team, Torquay United, playing friendly tonight against Buckland Athletic, and Ollie was there at one stage. Ollie Watkins, the man who's just conjured up one of the most iconic moments in England football history, and I would genuinely believe that is the case. It's not an exaggeration. They'll still be talking about that goal in 30 or 40 years' time. And he is just one of several who have had a slightly more circuitous route. Jordan Pickford was playing for Darlington just over 10 years ago, and so on and so forth. It's fantastic to see. And the pyramid is the lifeblood of the game. But that's what makes it, I think, exciting for the likes of you and me and our equivalents at every non-league club up and down the country. Realistically, this is the biggest chance of success we're going to get. I wouldn't have it any other way. There's no way I'd want to support another team. But I'm never going to see my team play in Europe. I'm never going to see my team play in the Premier League or the Championship, or possibly even League One again. But I just might see my other team actually win something, and just the prospect of that just makes me, even at the age of 51, unbelievably excited 48 hours before the game. And I'm sure that those feelings and emotions will be shared by so many supporters of the less illustrious clubs up and down the country. I certainly hope that they will be.
And finally, very quickly, we're nearly out of time. I said to you 3 years ago, what a great honour it is to call a game like this, England in a final. I mean, can you remember back the nerves any greater ahead of that last final? What will they be like? Or was it just another game, Jim?
No, it's not just another game. I mean, it's a huge privilege, and one for which I'm very grateful. And obviously, a lot of people have played their part in me having this opportunity way back when I started. I'm very grateful to all of those. I think that I hope that England players will be better for the experience of having done it 3 years ago. I feel, I'd like to think that I've got more chance of doing the game justice, perhaps in 2024 than 2021. We'll see.
Well, we certainly hope so. Fingers crossed. Have a good game, Jim.
Cheers, Jim.
And
I will.
we'll
Thank
speak to you next week. Thanks very much. There we
Cheers,
are.
guys.
Jim Proudfoot is your match commentator on Sunday evening. Adrian Durham, your host in Berlin. Faye Carruthers circles out and about pit side. She'll be catching up with all the players and the managers. We'll be celebrating that victory. Stuart Pearce will be alongside Jim and commentary Julie. And it's interesting, apparently the Spanish players in the hotel at the moment, they're kind of leisure wear in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
There's almost a replica of the Euro 96 shirt. Of course, Stuart went up. It's got that redemption penalty in that. So maybe that's a good omen.
Another little omen there.
They're wearing. They got sawn off or an offside in that game as well. Even no VAR, of course. Anyway, it's live on talkSPORT Sunday evening. All the build-up throughout the weekend. Wall to wall, obviously a huge game in English football history. It's all happening Sunday night. And Lloyd Griffith is on his way there.
He is.
He's off to Berlin after he spent twice 11 hours on a train. That's dedication for you. But we'll be catching up with Lloyd in the next hour. And we'll have the clips of the week as well.
Celebrate 125 years of Morrison's Market Street with freshly baked sausage rolls for 50p each, down from £1. More of that freshly baked smell. Morrison's to shop at Morrison's. Majority of stores, subject to availability. Excludes online. Ends 14th of July.
Hawksby and Baker on talkSPORT with Toolstation. Become a Toolstation Club member today for the chance to win great prizes with Toolstation Shop, Save and Score stamp card.
If you bought a timeshare, did you really get what you expected? Or were you sold a dream that's now a nightmare? With high maintenance fees, loss of exclusivity, and limited availability, timeshare ownership for many is now just a liability. MyTimeshareClaim.co.uk has helped thousands of owners who are missold exit their contract and receive compensation. For advice and to find out more about your options, text timeshare to 78900.
This summer is for sharing. Introducing McDonald's new chicken share boxes with chicken McNuggets, selects, and a choice of dips. Perfect for ordering in when the big game's on. Or if you're making the most of the sun with mates. Order now on McDelivery or in restaurant. Available until the 3rd of September 2024. Served from 11 a.m. Subject to availability.
Someone in the UK has got that Euro Millions feeling because they have won the incredible £33 million Euro Millions jackpot. I reckon they've had a bit of a dance. All around the house, then out the door, down the path and into the street. For all we know, they're probably still dancing. Go on, guys. Get that Euro Millions feeling. Euro Millions from the National Lottery. Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
Strength comes from confidence, both on and off the pitch. And confidence starts with self-care. Upgrade your game with Dove Men Plus Care Advanced 72-hour sweat protection antiperspirant deodorant and Dove Men Plus Care 24-hour nourishing body wash. Perfect for your post-match shower. Now available in new eucalyptus and mint long-lasting fresh fragrance. Let confidence last with Dove Men Plus Care. Proud partners of UEFA Euro 2024 Germany.
When Andre sold his car on finance with Motorway, he got more money. Ooh! He then put that extra money into tickets to follow his team around the country. Selling on Motorway was completely stress-free, which is more than I can say about being a supporter of US! Sell your car the more money way, where 84% of sellers sold for more. Motorway. Validated against 2 independent sources. Visit motorway.co.uk/claim.
On 1089 and 1053 medium wave, on DAB, online and on your smart speaker.
Official broadcaster of UEFA Euro 2024 Germany. talkSPORT.
Talk Sport.
With Lookers Vans. New or used, Lookers Vans will keep your business moving. Lookers, a good deal. Better.
Stick around for comedian Lloyd Griffith en route to Berlin. So that's all to come. Faye Carruthers in the England camp. We'll hear from some of the players as well. Don't forget 4 o'clock Euro Drive with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy. But let's get the sports headlines now with Ben Fletcher.
Good afternoon. An innings and a 114-run victory over the West Indies. Not a bad way to end your Test career. Jimmy Anderson took 3 wickets in his last ever England match, meaning his career total is 704. As one door closes, another window opens. Surrey's Gus Atkinson took 12 wickets across the 2 innings on his debut. Now, we're led to believe that Gareth Southgate hasn't decided on his future yet and won't be in a rush to do so. The England manager's contract is up in December. The FA are keen for him to continue no matter what happens on Sunday. But former England #1 David Seaman has told talkSPORT how he signs off is a big consideration.
I wanted to win something with England, and I'm sure that's what Gareth's thinking. For him to do what he's done, not just at this level, but at under 21 level as well, he would really want to put that massive cherry on top of the cake, because the cake he's built is massive. We now go to tournaments as favourites or joint favourites. That's the standard that he's got us to.
talkSPORt's Martin Keown says suggestions that Southgate is average are stupid.
I am not in the camp that wants to hammer Gareth Southgate. I'm not in the camp that wants to say he's not good enough and he's average. I think that's appalling language. There are many countries across the world who've been proud to have him as a manager and get to these type of finals as often as we are.
Sunday's final is live on talkSPORT. The FA have just confirmed that England will be wearing their white kits. And Joshua Zirkzee is having his medical at Old Trafford this afternoon. The fee for the Bologna forward, set to become the first signing of the Sir Jim Ratcliffe era, is believed to be just over £35.5 million.
talkSPORT News.
A man's been jailed for what the judge has described as sadistic plans to abduct, rape and kill Holly Willoughby. And the Justice Secretary's confirmed details of an early release scheme to cut overcrowding in jails in England and Wales. More with Emma at 12:30.
talkSPORT weather.
Bright spells across central Scotland this afternoon, cloudy for many of us, some patches of rain across England and Wales.
The sport, the pace, the football. Don't miss any of the Euro 2024 action. Now, here comes the good stuff. All too easy. Euro Hawksby and Baker on talkSPORT.
Yes, good afternoon. It is Paul Hawksby and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. Charlie Baker comes bearing gifts. He's been making a cup of tea.
I saw we've got Lloyd Griffith. I think it's going to come in the studio now. I think
Lloyd joined us. He's joined us about 5 minutes' time. Fletch just telling you there, England will wear all white. They're wearing the all white kit. That's what they wore for the Serbia game.
Yeah, but I don't like that, Paul.
Well, that's because Spain wear blue shorts.
Yeah,
Take it up with
I
Spain.
like us in the blue shorts. That's the tradition, isn't it?
It is, but that's the easiest way to stop a kit clash.
Yeah.
Don't be looking for bad omens.
First bad omen. No, we won the first game, didn't we? Won the first game.
Jude Bellingham, that first half was Jude Bellingham. He scored that.
And he plays for Real Madrid. He might be more used to scoring in all white, Paul.
That's true.
I mean, he did score the overhead kick.
We've got to look at it.
Maybe it makes no difference whatsoever.
It might throw Carvajal, just blimey, playing against it. Might just little things like that.
Little things like that.
Yeah, that's right. We've got to feed off that. Got to feed off the positive, Charlie. Yes.
I can't read you any text because my screen's broken down.
It's
a bit of a shame for me, isn't it? But we'll carry on.
Declan Rice has been talking before the game, and he says he vows to sink his first proper beer if England win the Euros. Doesn't like beer, doesn't like the smell of it.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's an England international.
He's never drunk beer. Yeah.
Imagine that. This is the end of Declan Rice as we know it, as a box-to-box midfielder.
Imagine that.
He's got a derby first day of the season for Arsenal.
Where did it all go wrong for Declan? He'll probably look back on that first beer after he got a massive derby on him.
Just trudging around, you know. Suddenly he's playing up front.
Playing Sundays within 4 years. Of course not. He's a pro. He doesn't even like the taste of beer. In fact, Declan, don't bother.
Don't bother.
Don't bother. You don't feel like you have to have a beer. You don't.
Obviously,
you've got as far as you have.
Our good friends at Carling, who do sponsor the show, say maybe have 1 pint of Carling.
There's plenty of other boys to sort of hoover up the beers, but he said, I was going to have one after the Italy game, but we lost, so I didn't have one. I've since tried one, but with a bit of lemonade. You wouldn't know that, but in the trade we call that a shandy.
A shandy, yeah.
So he's had a shandy.
Lovely, yeah.
But I'd say...
Didn't everyone when he won with Arsenal? Not with West Ham, when he won the conference trophy, when they won in Europe?
I don't know. I mean, he has to take it. He's saying it's going to be his
first proper
beer.
He needs to have it. He should have a rice bitch. Everyone knows that Asahi's. Can you stay on the Carling?
Yes. Any other products you want to announce? Can you remember your first beer, Charlie?
Oh, yeah. A Bass. It would have been a Bass.
A shandy Bass in a can?
Probably a shandy. No. A Bass, like a Bass. Under 14s rugby I played for a bit, and at the end of season 2 was at our local pub in the village.
Right.
And they used to bring out massive jugs of Bass.
Right.
And they'd just let us have them. And then the cider bar, and you can have it as well, of course. Cider, that was where you used to go if you wanted to get served underage. But that was like £1 a pint, and it had like cider in there, like bits of horse in it. A bit of horse floating in it, or like rats in the bottom of it. So it wasn't great. So, you know, but we carry on. Good for you, isn't it?
Technically, I think mine must have been when I was about 3 months.
Oh.
Because my nan, if I wouldn't sleep, she would dip my dummy into a Guinness or a Mackerson.
Oh, that's right.
To send me to sleep, which does explain a lot, doesn't it?
Guinness doesn't count, does it? Guinness is like
any young mums out there, they were very different times. We're talking about the early 60s. Don't be doing that. It's not a great idea.
That's right, you know. Why not?
All things in moderation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't feeding it to me through a funnel. I mean, it wasn't anything like that. So, it's time now to look at the King performance, thanks to our very good friends at Burger King.
King Performance on talkSPORT with Burger King. Bring home the ultimate food satisfaction with the Gourmet King's Barbecue Steakhouse Angus. Order your Burger King delivery now.
We're going to pick our player of the tournament so far. We all know come Sunday or come Monday when we do this again, it will be an England player.
Yeah.
But for now, we have to cast our net a bit wider.
Oh.
Are we talking about, I suppose, performances-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I think what Danny Olmo's done has been pretty spectacular.
It was fantastic.
Coming cold off the bench in some of those initial games, and having a real impact.
Yeah.
And then in the games he started, it's been so good. I mean, there's been a lot of focus on Lamine. He's been brilliant, and Nico Williams has been brilliant. But
I just feel like none of those players can play the game they play without Rodri, who I think is up there with the best players in the world.
He's somebody else you'd put in there. I mean,
just absolutely incredible footballer.
Yeah. I tell you what, Jim. Okay, you're going to.
I would go for Jordan Pickford. That's who I would choose.
Okay.
I think he's been absolutely brilliant. I think he's been solid as a rock.
See, I think going for an Englishman now is a bad omen.
You think that's a bad omen? You don't want to go for an Englishman.
Let's lump him.
I would say Rodri. I think Rodri was an incredible footballer in the football season last season, and I think he's had a brilliant tournament.
I'll bow to Rodri. He's a fantastic player. He has been brilliant. And then let's just hope it just piles a little bit more pressure.
Yeah.
We give it to him now. We bottom in the final.
Or, you know, something like happened in the Ashes. You know, he goes over on his ankle.
Yeah.
Just before. No, I do. No, that's what I want to happen. No Rodri on Sunday.
You're a terrible
just
man.
injured, falls off his bike like Anthony Gordon.
We'll give it to. Just slightly.
I've seen Anthony Gordon since he fell off his bike.
I think he's all right. He's fine. That was our King performance in association with Burger King. Lloyd Griffith with us very shortly before he.
Speaking of Burger Kings,
before he sets off to Berlin for the European Championship final. We're here with our very good friends at Toolstation. Don't forget. But for now, that was our pick of the King performance with Burger King.
King Performance on talkSPORT with Burger King. Bring home the ultimate food satisfaction with the Gourmet King's Barbecue Steakhouse Angus. Order your Burger King delivery now.
Imagine, it's Saturday. 1 minute you're lying on the sofa, horizontal, in your pyjamas, trying to guess which celeb is dressed up as a singing chicken, eyeing up the last sweet and sour pork ball. And the next, corn crackers, you're a millionaire. Lotto, will you be next? Play on app, the National Lottery. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
You took the stand at the trial of the century. Well, you cooked up an omelette. Then you led 10,000 horsemen to the Ice Queen's defense. While you battled with the office printer. And you discovered we may not be alone in our galaxy. Well, you took the number 7 bus home. There's more to imagine when you listen, with audiobooks, podcasts, and originals on Audible. Subscription required. See audible.co.uk for terms.
At Intuit QuickBooks, we know it's all about the football this summer. We're talking proper back of the net and top corner, not balance sheets and bottom lines. Overhead kicks, not overhead costs. Take control of your business finances with Intuit QuickBooks. Simple, smart accounting software, and discover more time to enjoy the tournament and more time to moan about VAR, not VAT. Intuit QuickBooks. That's how you business differently. Search QuickBooks to find out more.
Devon, the M5 northbound is partly blocked after a collision between junction 29 at Exeter and junction 28 for Clumpton. In Lancashire, the M6 northbound is queuing after a police investigation at junction 30 for the M61 interchange. And in South Yorkshire, the M18 northbound is partly blocked after a breakdown between junction 3 at St Catherine's and junction 4 for Westmore and the A630. I've added more.
This weekend, it's a double header of excitement.
Oh, this has got to be so good!
Get ready for epic and unforgettable moments.
Let's get this party started!
Kick off with Despicable Me 4.
Hello, everybody!
The funniest film of the summer.
Get your hands up!
Before the big match.
He's my favorite of all the sports games.
Despicable Me 4. In cinemas now. Book tickets today.
This will be great.
talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 bring you full, uninterrupted commentary of UEFA Euro 2024 live from Germany.
That's top European quality!
I'm Ashley Young. Join me in a world-class team for unrivaled coverage of Euro 2024
on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2.
Why listen to anything else?
For Hawksby, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. Andy Goldstein is up at 4 with Jason Cundy with Euro Drive. And there will be a mass exodus, I'm sure, in the next 24 hours or so. Those people heading off. See, BA will put on extra flights today to
Berlin?
airlift everybody to Berlin. Yeah. That's right. But some people, it's trains, planes and automobiles. And someone who's already committed to the train journey, not for the first time during this tournament, is comedian Lloyd Griffith. Good afternoon, Lloyd. Good to see you. Thanks for popping
Good afternoon. It's a mirror, Charlie. It's a mirror with a cap on.
So, yeah, you were just talking to us, maybe it's worth talking to listeners through the fairly tortuous route you're going to be taking in and out of Berlin.
Yeah, well, I booked this, I went to the Dutch game the other night, and then on the way back I tried to book flights when I went back, so tomorrow what I'm doing is I'm getting the Eurostar from St Pancras to Dortmund, stay over in Dortmund, and then a train to Berlin 4 hours on Sunday morning, which is not too bad.
That's right, yeah.
It's not too bad. Then stay over in Berlin, and then the next day, because you can't get a flight, I've got to then do the reverse fixture, but then stay over in Cologne. I'm hoping to get back for comedians football at 1:30 on the Tuesday afternoon.
That'll be quite a triumphant entrance, won't it? Fresh with the Henry Delorney trophy under your arm.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be fresh.
Match ball.
Yeah, match ball. Yeah.
Declan, can I have your shirt? One of those signs.
Did you see me the other night?
The worst people on earth.
No, they're not the worst, but they're definitely up there.
Up there, yeah.
Them and Wonga.
Oh, were there many of those? Has there been a lot of those in the crowd?
The signs? No, I haven't really seen them. I haven't really seen them. What I will say is the Slovenia game, I'm not sure if you witnessed it. The one that we were at. Yeah. Well, listen to you.
No, I've only been to one. I don't remember it was Slovenia or Slovakia. I think I spent the whole game thinking I was at Slovakia.
The English fans were quite quiet, I thought. You know what I mean? Until it was and Slovenia fans were like going for it. The other day, I was expecting the Dutch fans to be going wild, and I was walking around Dortmund in the morning. I did another radio station, which we won't mention, and thousands and thousands of Dutch people. It was just orange. I was a little bit worried that they were going to absolutely overtake the stadium, and they were there in number, but not vocally. Oh man, the England fans the other night were absolutely incredible. Just did not stop singing for 90 minutes, 96 minutes.
Brilliant. Everybody's been it's been. I mean, this tiny, minuscule, isolated instance, but we saw a situation the other day where Dutch fans were setting upon England fans who wanted nothing to do with it. So the behaviour's been great. We've been hearing all the reports out there.
Yeah. Well, I was with a friend of mine the other day who works for the FA, and apparently they've been commended by his behaviour from the fans. So yeah,
that's really.
You'll never sing that.
You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Commended by the police in Germany. You'll never sing that. But yeah, it seems to be quite nice. A few friends who have gone out there. Oh, he's been in trouble. Do you know what? It's not even crossed my mind.
It's a good place to travel, isn't it, Germany?
Yeah.
I mean, I was out there for 2 days, and I banged on about it enough. But the atmosphere was brilliant, and it just felt welcoming.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. I mean, I was at the last World Cup in sorry, not the last World Cup. I was at the World Cup in Russia, and a little bit on edge, not going to lie to you. We're in Germany, it was just everyone's very welcome, the Germans are great. I mean, I did get laughed at when I tried to order a flat white in German. And there's nothing more humiliating than you really going for it with your A-level German at D-level.
Did you just look up the words flat and white and then realise that's not what they call it?
On the menu it says flat white. I was like, hello, can't you come out in flat white? Just laughed at me.
That was a good effort, I thought.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, is it?
Sad for you and for your social media.
Why?
And for your mainly your profile.
Here we go.
Is that Rob Beckett's not been able to go to any of the games with you, because that would really last time when the game Euros was in England, that really helped you out, didn't it? You really were all over things because he's really famous.
He is, yeah, and since those Euros, he's really gone on, to massive things. And he's filming.
It did a lot for him, didn't it?
He did a lot for him, Charlie. Yeah, his filming schedule is immense. And I'm here, Charlie. I'm here, and he's not.
You seem to have been able to slip in and out the Euros without anyone sort of noticing, really.
Well, yeah, and also, Charlie, I really regret coming on that. But it's been nice. I've been able to go, they're unrecognisable, which is kind of how I go day to day, really, with my life. But yeah, it's been nice to go with other friends. I went with my mate Brendan, who's 6'9", so not really that. If you get lost though, it's great. Where should we meet? The Shout. the movable Shout. And then I went out with Reece James the other day, not the footballer, because that would have been weird, with the comedian. So it's been nice to go with other people, but Rob did buy tickets, plane tickets, straight after the game, so I will be reunited with Rob here.
Thank goodness for you and your career. I was just saying, Jordan Pickford's had a brilliant, you're a goalkeeper.
I am, yeah.
Brilliant tournament.
Yeah.
What can he do better, do you think, other than grow an inch?
Nothing. You don't need, I'm a very glass half full, if not, a glass full kind of man. I don't think there's any need to criticise or say where they need to go better. They've got a game plan. This is like a highly organised game of chess that they're playing, and we're going to look back at it in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. I can't believe we won the Euros. It doesn't matter how we won it. It's going to go off Ivan Toney's backside whilst he's looking the other way. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I don't think we need to say, they need to do anything better or this better. They've got it all controlled. We haven't lost a game yet. I mean, we're scoring now. But I just think just let them do what they're going to do. None of us, some of the listeners will be UEFA qualifications and stuff, but us three, we haven't, no offence. So I think
Paul hasn't.
Do you know what?
He might have his coaching badges.
When I looked over, I was like, actually, do you know what Paul might have?
Yeah, that's right.
He's got an unbelievable CV.
I've read Inverting the Pyramid, that's just about it, really.
You're one of the ones who've actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good read.
Not just got it on the shelf.
It's not a brief history.
Inverting the Pyramid, the book. A lot of people have looked at it.
Good read. For all your tactical needs. That's right.
Yeah.
There's no chapter. Lump it, stick it in the mixer.
Well, that's what we're going to do.
Weird,
We need to do a bit of that.
But you know what, the other day, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go here, but they put the clip up, the England lads put the clip up of the ball being played through by Cole Palmer and Ollie Watkins scoring. Well, surely them two should start. It's like, well, no, that's not how it works. The reason why that's happened is because they've got fresh legs and the Dutch know how to play with it. So it's not like, let's just do that the whole time. I think just leave the most successful manager of our generation to do what he does best. And if it means that sometimes it's not the most entertaining football, that is fine. But look, I tell you what, Italy, Germany, Portugal, they would kill to be in our shoes. So I think we just stick at it. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realise. A lot of analysis, data. It's just it might not be sexy, but
So what's sexy? Winning the Euros.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
sexy, wouldn't it?
Imagine if we do.
Are you where are you situated? Are you in the England end? You're not with all the FIFA Blazers, the UEFA Blazers. Where are you going to be seated?
I don't know. I don't know actually.
You're not last time you bought a ticket for football.
How dare you say that?
Okay.
I bought the last 2 tickets. It's not filmed, is it? Yeah, it's filmed, isn't it? Yeah. No, I've got my caps and stuff. I've been very lucky. I've been entertained on this one, so thanks for that. And loving
I was giving you a little plug, chance to plug your whatever it's called. Is it Tops? Tops you go out with?
Oh yeah, we go out with Tops. Yeah, Tops. The match text and they've got their license there. A lot of people don't realise that, but they are the official sticker book of the Euros.
Tremendous.
We
spoke to Stephen Bunting earlier on. He's got into the world of stickers. I'm sure he's got his Tops.
I've been collecting them since Peter Schmeichel lifted that trophy in 1992. I've been doing a sticker book every single year, apart from Russia, where I was too busy because I was again working. But they're great, though, aren't they? Getting a shiny.
Oh yeah, getting a shiny.
Have you done this one? You done this?
Yes, I'm doing it. Yeah. And do you know what the beauty of getting the Eurostar is? There's a lot of times to complete your sticker book. and they're very popular on the continent.
It's a pan-Europe, exactly. So you could be on the train and you might be some old Spanish nan. You could do a bit haven't got, need. That'd be fantastic.
Old Spanish.
Sounds like a nice euphemism.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
An old Spanish nan. She's got her stickers. She needs a Slovakia shiny.
You don't have an edit here.
None of these are euphemisms.
No, absolutely
Just
not.
lift the Slovakia shiny. Is that euphemism?
I used to say that. Mum, I've got a shiny. Oh, you dirty little son. We used to comedians football on a Tuesday. We used to take our sticker books because we don't have normal jobs or friends. So
bunch of kids.
me, Rob Beckett, Joey Page, Tom Rosenthal turning up with our sticker books, swapping Slovakian
Just like you're
shinies.
in the playground again with your Slovakian
No, I used to
shiny.
get beaten. Oh, this is quite sad actually. Apparently, I used to give kids stickers and cards to play with me. It feels like therapy.
Yeah, sure. You were. Can I just say, you were like at school with them. You weren't 26 when you were doing this.
At school.
No. You're off on tour, Lloyd. You like that?
So I've had to rearrange my tour because I've been out in Australia filming. So I'm now going out in a few weeks' time up until November. It's called Baroque and Roll. I'll be talking about my various midlife crises, one of which is obviously still sticky collecting. I'm having an hair transplant soon. Laser hair removal.
What are you having that done, here or overseas?
Well, on my body, yeah. You can't do it virtually. No, it's on my head. Just
on
down
your head
in London. Yeah.
Oh, you're
in
having
London,
it done.
yeah.
You're not off to Istanbul. Staying in a little resort hotel for a couple of days.
I just think it's easier to get an Uber.
I went to a hotel in just outside of Istanbul on the coast.
With a Spanish man.
Not with a Spanish man. No Slovakian shinies up there in the vicinity. But it was like a First World War field hospital. Everybody's wandering around with bandages on.
Nice.
Noses done. It was honestly.
The flight back is meant to be an absolute treat.
It was. I was overlooked with the sound of distant shelling or something.
Matt Bragg, comedian's got a fantastic joke, which I will absolutely sabotage now, and I'm very sorry. Go and see him on tour as well as me.
It's very funny.
But he said, I'd never want to get a teeth transplant. What are they called?
Really ruined.
Anyway, go and see Matt Bragg on tour. Don't go and see me. Go and see Matt Bragg. But he's got a fantastic joke about getting your teeth done in Turkey. I won't sabotage it now, but mattbragg.com for tickets. But also people have seen me. I didn't think I'd be selling Matt Bragg's show. But he's a fantastic comedian.
What are you going to go for? Long, wavy, sort of Gareth Ainsworth style?
I'm going to go for an Ollie Watkins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or a Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, that will look good. Fantastic. Go and see Lloyd on tour.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, yeah.
Safe journey.
Hey, home. Germany.
And maybe we'll catch up with you. We might try you after the game.
Monday, yeah, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, Monday I'll be around.
Right.
If you can afford the call, then
we'll do our best. Okay, go on lloydgriffith.com. All the dates are on there.
How many are sold out? Paul?
Quite a few. Last few in sold.
Last few in a lot. Critically, only 4 sold out. But there's a lot on. And if you live in Lyme Regis, bring the whole local village.
They won't like it.
Cheers, Lloyd. All the best. Enjoy the match.
Thanks
for popping in. Lloyd Griffith there. Let's check in once again with Lisa O'Sullivan at Wimbledon.
Yeah, we've had a real sea change here. Daniel Medvedev took the first set in the tiebreak 7-1, but Carlos Alcaraz, whose serve percentage first serve in was 48% in the first set, 83% now in the third, where he has broken Medvedev and consolidated that. We're one set all, Alcaraz leading 3-1 in the third.
Thanks very much, Lisa. Ollie Watkins is chatting to the press. We'll hear from him a little bit later on. Our own Faye Carruthers is in now. She's been catching up with one of the other players, and we'll bring you a little bit of that later on. He's very much man of the moment.
It really is, isn't it? Yeah,
was a cracking finish.
Beautiful moment. It was a David Platt moment in my mind.
It was of that score, wasn't it? Really,
beautiful.
it was fantastic. Anyway, we've got the clips of the week coming up. We recorded them for you yesterday. And we'll bring you those very, very shortly. We're here with our good friends at Toolstation. Join the Toolstation Club now for the chance to win great prizes with a Shop Save and Score stamp card.
You met with the stable boy, despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He laid you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before. While you were buying dishwasher salt. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible. Subscription required. See audible.co.uk for terms.
Hawksby and Baker on talkSPORT with Toolstation. Become a Toolstation Club member today for the chance to win great prizes with Toolstation Shop, Save and Score stamp card.
Well, the wait is finally over. And watch this. The fans appear to be playing the free Coral Reward Shaker. Here come the English, still managing to shake under all that weight of expectation. Oh, can you believe it? The free bet is coming home. Play the free Coral Reward Shaker to win guaranteed daily rewards and offers throughout the Euros. Coral, we're here for it.
18 plus UK. Max 1 reward or offer per player per day. Reward restrictions, requirements and T's and C's apply. Take time.
time to think.
Being a small business owner often means you're the CEO, COO, MD, FD, PA, HR, IT and TM. Teammaker. But that's what separates you from other people. Your relentless spirit. We're with you. With O2 Business, you can get our lowest ever prices on selected phones. Plus, EU roaming included, up to 35 gig, giving you more business can do. Search O2 Business.
Unlimited data tariffs will be charged if their usage exceeds 35 gig in our Eurozone tax and pay usage policy.
By recommending beautiful designer radiators at bestheating.com, you'll have happy, warm customers. You also get cold hard cash. Yep, you heard. All you have to do is refer your customers to bestheating.com and we'll give you a percentage of the sale in actual cold hard cash. Plus your customer gets 10% off too, so everyone is a winner. Visit bestheating.com/trade to refer your customers and start making money today.
Get the match ready with Club Card prices. Like Doritos tortilla chips, 180 grams, now £1.25, down from £2.50. With Tesco Club Card, everyone can feel the lower prices. Tesco, every little helps. Majority of larger stores in 16th of July. Club Card or app required.
Someone in the UK has got that Euro Millions feeling because they have won the incredible £33 million Euro Millions jackpot. I reckon they've had a bit of a dance. All around the house, then out the door, down the path and into the street. For all we know, they're probably still dancing. Go on, guys. Get that Euro Millions feeling. Euro Millions from the National Lottery. Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
The biggest prize in European football is up for grabs once again.
And it's an absolute cracker.
Achtung, baby.
You wait for that. Euro 2024 Germany.
A goal when they most needed it on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2.
talkSPORT News.
Before we hand over to Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundiff for the Euro Drive, we will hear from Ollie Watkins and indeed Carl Walker, who's been chatting to Faker. Others clips of the week coming up shortly. But first, Emma Cohen has the news headlines.
Good afternoon. In the last few minutes, we've had an update on the human remains found in 2 suitcases near the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol. Police have confirmed they're believed to be those of 2 adult men, and officers from the Met Police have now taken over the manhunt to find the suspects. Thousands of prisoners are going to be released earlier than planned to try to stop the prison system collapsing. The government's confirmed certain inmates will be freed after serving 40% of their sentence in England and Wales rather than 50. A man's been jailed for life for what the judge has called depraved and vile plans to abduct, rape and kill Holly Willoughby.
He's a calculating sexual predator who has spent his adult life seeking to inflict violence on women.
Detective Chief Inspector Greg Wood from Essex Police led the investigation into Gavin Plum. He's been told he'll serve at least 15 years behind bars. Police have arrested Kyle Clifford in hospital. The man suspected of murdering 3 women in Hertfordshire on Tuesday. And over 1,800 jobs are at risk at Carpetright. The flooring retailer is one step away from a collapse.
Talk Sport with Bostik. If you're looking for a professional grade sealant that offers technologically advanced performance, choose Bostik Pro Sealants.
Ollie Watkins says he's got a fire in his belly and is ready whenever he's called upon. And Jimmy Anderson ends his Test career with 704 wickets as England thrash the West Indies. Ben has more at 4.
Once more onto the pitch, England, once more, to do battle with Spain on the Berlin field. The path was beset with trouble and strife. An overhead kick kept a dream alive. A last-minute winner gave us hope again, and into the final marched Southgate's men. Now onwards, it's time to set the world aflame. Immortality is in reach. It's just one more game. Hear uninterrupted full-match commentary of England versus Spain in the final of Euro 2024. This Sunday night from 6 on talkSPORT.
Official broadcaster of UEFA Euro 2024 Germany.
Clips of the week on talkSPORT with Toolstation. Conquer the entire job faster and easier with click and collect to over 550 stores nationwide for a job done right.
Yes, with Andy off the cricket today, we decided to pre-record the clips of the week so we could bring them for you. We weren't able to do that last week, so here they are.
talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Here we go then, time once again for the clips of the week. And we're going to kick off with Alan Pardew chatting to Alan Brazil about an ex-Happy Monday turned reality TV star.
Bez is still lucky to be with us after the way he's kind of, indulged himself. Yeah, Bez was out there, wasn't he? Yeah, you know Bez. Yeah, he's on Google Box, I think, and he's there, right?
Oh, we'd like to watch that.
Yeah.
Doesn't watch it. I wonder why that is.
Because it doesn't exist.
Oh, that's when you say it doesn't exist. I'll goggle it. I'll goggle it a little bit later on and see if it does exist.
This is Andy Oladipo with a sporting shout-out.
I want to wish the St Kiernans and Scarlet Rose good luck, please. It's a Gaelic football team. They're playing in the competition today, so good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I mean, good luck marking them.
Yeah, disgusting.
They're going to stink, aren't they, really?
They have a chicken Kiev at half-time. Lovely.
It is a good way to stop somebody man-marking you, isn't it, really, I guess. And it was great to have a legendary Team GB Olympian on Breakfast with Alan Brazil.
1984 javelin gold medalist Tessa Sanderson will be part of our coverage. I'm delighted Tessa can hear us now. Tessa, good morning.
Good morning.
Tessa, where was it? Where were we? Was that in Australia?
Hello.
Did Tessa fall down the stairs at some point? Oh, went a bit weird, didn't it?
Yeah. Newsreader Emma Cohen now with a surprise inclusion in the England team.
talkSPORT.
Will Gareth go to a back three, and will he start Tony Ivan? He hopes so.
Yeah, I think we all do. I'd love to see Tony Ivan.
He should have played instead of Kane Harry.
Yes, it would make more sense when you got old Tony Ivan. Staying with the newsreaders, here's Mark Tyler on the tennis.
Straight back to Wimbledon, where Emma Raducanu has failed in her bid to reach the quarterfinals this evening. She lost in 3 sets to the New Zealand qualifier Lulu Sun, hampered by injury. Lisa O'Sullivan.
She's done very well, hasn't she? Really?
Considering she's injured, good old Lisa's still doing it. I mean, she's only really sitting in a broadcasting box, but it does take it out of you. What's next, Andy?
This is Stuart Pearce discussing one of the England squad, and we're not altogether sure. He says ask both times.
Are you surprised that he hasn't played or any minutes?
No, I think he's a big ask. Someone who's just burst on the scene like he is, a real big ask.
Could have done with a slightly harder K on the second one, really.
Broader beat.
Yeah,
it's a bit much.
Got that. Alan Brazil now, the one we're calling. You all right, Alan?
6 after 9, just talking to two lovely Slovenian players now. Slovakia players, was it? Slovenian.
Yeah.
Two lovely players, and then I hear the news about Trump buying. I see that Ed David bungee jumping and then doing aerobics, and then Boris turns on it.
You all right, Alan? He's trying to get every news story in the paper out in one sentence.
What's the bungee jumping?
Ed David bungee jumping, and then, Trump and Biden, and, two lovely Slovakian Slovenia. And then, there was... Yeah, he's trying to get every story. It's like a kind of rolling news. Proper rolling news.
This is the TalkSPORT Caller of the Week to Jim White.
Mike is a big Manchester United fan and an England fan. Mike, good morning. What's your take on it at the moment? Are you beginning to believe, is your name, Granit Xhaka virtually said it to me on Saturday night, the Swiss captain? Yeah, England's name's on the trophy virtually. Do you think that's true?
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mike. Go for it.
Hello?
talkSPORT Caller of the Week.
Big Alan's back, this time seemingly clearing a small pocket of wind.
Air France should be a little bit more fresher, and of course it's Ronaldo against Mbappe.
Dirty boy.
Time now for this week's Carry On TalkSPORT, featuring Stuart Pearce and Majestic.
And how Gordon Banks not just gets something on it, but gets a strong hand on it. I think it's the best penalty save I've ever seen. I think
we see it in the break. We'll get it up in the break.
We'll do that and we'll be back in a second.
Good afternoon, you're listening to Euro Game Day live here on TalkSPORT with me, Majestic, and former Arsenal winger Perry Groves. And we're feeling more pumped now, a little bit of Prodigy. Faker Others gets pumped by the Prodigy.
And finally, Andy, what's the last?
And finally, it's Alan Pardew struggling to get a word out.
What's the competition like between the live guys? You know, and obviously you all get together for the big events.
Yeah, Tim Sifford big man, but he couldn't get the word out. Actually, Alan struggled more than you thought with that. We actually had to cut that down. This is how it originally went out.
What's the competition like between the live guys? You know, and obviously you all get together for the big events.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, and that's how it originally went out. Maybe without the Porky Pig bit at the end. So there we are. That's one of the clips of the week. We could end that with a bit of Porky Pig.
That's really funny. They always make me laugh every single week.
Well, Alan won. The timing was perfect. The creaky chair.
It really was good, wasn't it? I mean, it's no Martin Lipton's trumpet in the background. But other than that,
that is just one of the great clips. Maybe we'll dust it off. If Bill can find it. The Martin Lipton. Martin Lipton horn.
It's a horn, isn't it?
The Martin Lipton horn. Bill, we'll play that for you before 4 o'clock.
That is.
The other side of this, because we're going to hear from... let's give you the thank yous. Thank you to everybody who suggested clips that were played. Sean Fackrell, Alan Hutchison, Roger in Durham, Gav Walton, the Palace fan, Rich the Owl, Mickey B, Ian White, Reverend Ruthless, Old Clumsy, Ryan Hansen, and DJ Ed, all suggested clips that were played. If you hear a clip on TalkSport over the next 7 days, please send it in to us, talksport.com, text 81089, tweet TSH and J. TSH and J, you can do it via Twitter as well, you can get in touch. And if it's played, like those guys, you'll get a credit. If you want to hear the clips of the week, again, you can listen to those ones, and indeed a whole raft of previous ones are all available wherever you get your podcasts. That'll be available about 4. And the H&J Daily with some of the best bits of the show today and previous days, again, wherever you get your podcast. Billy has found it. Should we bring it to you now?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, in line with the sort of Alan one you heard there, but it's not touching this one. This is the Suns' Martin Lipton getting rudely interrupted.
Yeah, I recognise there's lots of serious opposition. Basically, he got ambushed by not just UEFA and South America, but also Asia. And that was one of the sort of...
Every time. The timing. I know it's juvenile, sorry. But it's just the timing of it. It's a corker. Anyway, so there we are. That was your clips of the week with our very good friends at Tool Station. Stay tuned for Carl Walker, for Ollie Watkins, and hopefully Faye Carruthers, because she's been sitting in there listening to Ollie. But I think she's free now. All being well, we'll catch up with her England correspondent and have a huge night for her and the entire team, of course. And it's live on TalkSport on Sunday evening. We're here with Tool Station, and don't forget you can join the Tool Station Club for the chance to win great prizes with the Shop Save Score stamp card.
Clips of the week on TalkSport with Tool Station. Get everything you need to conquer the whole job with free delivery 7 days a week on orders over £25 for a job done right.
Getting away this summer? At Tesco Mobile, join the 1.4 million customers who roamed with no fees in the EU last year. Get our 100 gig SIM for just £16 a month with Club Card prices. And we'll also give you an extra £30 worth of Club Card points. Now you can keep up with the footy whether you're home or away. It pays to be connected. Search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
Ends 14th of July. Club Card and 24-month credit agreement required. No EU roaming fees until 2025. Value issued at 3,000 Club Card points. Terms at tescomobile.com/terms.
To find out more, just say, Alexa, open Tesco Mobile. That's Alexa, open Tesco Mobile.
Hawksby and Baker on TalkSport with Tool Station. Become a Tool Station Club member today for the chance to win great prizes with Tool Station Shop, Save and Score stamp card.
Celebrate 125 years of Morrison's Market Street with freshly baked Coburg cobs for 50p each with your More card. Made from scratch by your baker.
Morrison's to shop at Morrison's.
Majority of stores. Excludes Morrison's Daily. Subject to availability. Online may vary. Without More card 70p. Ends 14th of July.
We're BetMGM, and we know how to put on a show. This is the European Championship, Vegas style. At BetMGM, we've got something for every football fan. Bet builders, actors, price boosts, and daily specials. Plus, new customers bet £10 and get £60 in free bets. Tournament football just got going. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Wagering Wagering requirements and conditions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
By recommending beautiful designer radiators at bestheating.com, you'll have happy, warm customers. You also get cold hard cash. Yep, you heard. All you have to do is refer your customers to bestheating.com and we'll give you a percentage of the sale in actual cold hard cash. Plus your customer gets 10% off too, so everyone is a winner. Visit bestheating.com/trade to refer your customers and start making money today.
Strength comes from confidence, both on and off the pitch. And confidence starts with self-care. Upgrade your game with Dove Men Plus Care Advanced 72-hour sweat protection antiperspirant deodorant and Dove Men Plus Care 24-hour nourishing body wash. Perfect for your post-match shower. Now available in new eucalyptus and mint long-lasting fresh fragrance. Let confidence last with Dove Men Plus Care. Proud partners of UEFA Euro 2024 Germany.
When Andre sold his car on finance with Motorway, he got more money. Ooh! He then put that extra money into tickets to follow his team around the country. Selling on Motorway was completely stress-free, which is more than I can say about being a supporter of... Yes!
Sell your car the more money way, where 84% of sellers sold for more. Motorway. Validated against 2 independent sources. Visit motorway.co.uk/claim.
talkSPORT traffic. Again, the M5 is closed in both directions after a collision. It's shut between Plumpton at junction 28 and the Honiton turn-off at junction 29. In Bedfordshire, the M1 southbound is partly blocked after a collision between Dunstable South at junction 11 and the Luton Airport turn-off at junction 10. And in Cheshire, the M6 is queuing southbound after a collision. That's happened just by junction 18 for Middlewich and the A54 turn-up. I'm Adam Moore. Sports.
UEFA Euro 2024 Germany.
And it's gone in!
Every game live
A goal to savour!
Euro Hawksby and Baker.
on talkSPORT. Euro Game Day debrief on talkSPORT with Carling, the UK's #1 lager. 18 plus, always drink responsibly.
Yes, that's right. We're going to look ahead to the big game this weekend, the European Championship final, with our very good friends at Carling. Before we chat to our England correspondent, Faye Carruthers, let's hear part of her chat with Kyle Walker, the England defender.
How are you? How excited are you? Is this any different to 3 years ago at the final?
No, I think, listen, it's a final. We can't take anything away from that, but we have to approach it as we approach every game. We're approaching it to win, and we're approaching it to do something that no senior men's team have done since 1966.
I want to talk about your manager, actually, because you've been alongside Gareth Southgate for a long time now, kept faith in you. How much of a difference has he made? How much is he the reason, or is he the reason, that you're all here again, walking into a major final on Sunday?
I think everyone associated over the last 7 years of him taking control is the reason that we're here. He always says, and I think it's a vital moment, that the Joe Hart save, second game in charge, if Joe does a poor that save, does he get the job? Things happen in football, and certain scenarios play out that it's kind of your destiny. Now, from when he's come into the fold, he's put his own stamp. I think the togetherness has been a massive, massive part, because we're all great players, we're playing in a great league, and we all play for top teams. But to gel and take that club hat off and put your England hat on in normal circumstances or past players has been hard, but I think he's done that tremendously well, and he deserves full credit for it.
There we are. That was Faye Carruthers chatting to Kyle Walker a little bit earlier on. Faye joins us now. Hi, Faye.
Hello, Faye.
Hey, how you doing? You've just missed Ollie Watkins coming out of the castle just behind me, signing autographs to all the fans that have gathered outside, German fans and England fans, by the way. And Conor Gallagher and Mark Gurhey have just gone into the castle to do their media interviews as well. It's been a very busy day. The world's media has descended on Blankenheim this afternoon, and it's been quite chaotic.
Yeah, it's interesting. Ollie Watkins, I mentioned earlier on that he said that he went and celebrated with the subs after he scored the other day, because he knows there are boys there who've not got on the pitch, and there's going to be a few at the end who won't see any game time in this tournament. But I know Gareth Southgate's been keen to sit down one-on-one with them, make them feel part of the squad, and that's maybe been part of the secret why they've made their way all to the final, that togetherness.
Yeah, without a doubt. 21 players have taken to the field. The 5 that haven't are the 2 goalkeepers, Dean Henderson and Aaron Ramsdale, and then Lewis Dunk, Joe Gomez and Adam Wharton, and whether we'll see any of those in the final, you know, I'm not quite sure. I think it would depend how the game is going, but unlikely, I would say. But he's made sure that they know that they're part of the team, and actually if you look at their socials, they're all still posting and getting themselves involved and excited about the fact that they're going to be taking place in a final on Sunday. And Ollie Watkins has just spoken in the media just there about, in his press conference, about the importance of the substitutes and, you know, the togetherness that the group has still shown, and the importance of them all together, because they have to push the starters, they have to be ready and on their toes instantly, which, you know, you've seen Cole Palmer and Ollie Watkins within 10-15 minutes of them both coming on combined to score that goal that took England into the final, and it's been vital, all of their contributions.
Just got to praise you, Faye, because there's been a lot of revisionism going on over the last few days. A lot of people deleting a lot of stuff off Twitter. A lot of people sort of changing their minds on different reactions they've had to Gareth Southgate and his team, whereas you have stuck with them all the way there. I don't know if you're tightly aligned to them, but you've been there, you've believed the whole way through.
Yeah, I said right at the beginning that I thought that they were going to go all the way and win it as well. Let's hope that I'm correct on the winning it part. But yeah, I always felt that a lot of the criticism that was levelled at Gareth Southgate and at the players was quite unnecessary and quite harsh. They weren't playing their best football, that is absolutely fair to say. But at the same time, it wasn't as if they weren't trying, and something needed to click. And when you've got half of a squad who've never been to a major final before, who are relatively new to this England setup, additionally to that, you know, it's going to take a little while to do that. And we've seen in the past that England teams grow into tournaments, and I was just trying to urge a little bit of caution, so thank you for saying that, Charlie, because at times I felt as if I was banging my head against a brick wall and I was the only person who had a little bit of optimism for this final. But yeah, it is quite funny watching everybody do their little handbrake turns and now believe England can go all the way. But I don't care what anybody else thinks. I really hope that the team do go all the way for themselves, for the country, and for Gareth Southgate as well, and what he's done for England over the past 8 years.
It's interesting. Ollie Watkins has done the press conference today. It's been a mad 48 hours for him. There's features in all of the papers. Look at his background, his family. We've been chatting to his under-9s team coach today, and it's just a moment. It's just a moment. I remember I spoke to David Platt years ago, and he said his career wouldn't have been anything like the career he had. He would never have gone to Italy, wouldn't have got that notoriety unless he'd scored that goal against Belgium. Just in the blink of an eye. And maybe all those boys you mentioned, the ones who've not been involved, anything could happen. You know, God forbid Jordan Pickford gets injured, and Aaron Ramsdale comes on and saves the crucial penalty that wins it. Lewis Dunk scores from a corner. Your life can just flip in an instant, can't it?
Yeah, it can, and it's interesting. Ollie Watkins was talking about Dean Henderson and that they've been chatting quite a lot, and he said that that's his best ever England moment, or best moment in his career, Dean Henderson said, when Ollie Watkins scored that goal. They've all played their part behind the scenes. Aaron Ramsdale in particular, with Jordan Pickford before every single game. He kicks his 5 volleys at him, helps him put on his gloves, and he's there. You know, he's one of the most vocal people on the substitute bench, Aaron Ramsdale, making sure that he's coaching throughout the game, giving a lot of encouragement from the sidelines, and they've all been involved in that as well. And Ollie Watkins knows it's so difficult. You know, so many of these players are regular starters for their club teams, and to come to a major tournament and not be able to start, you know, is really difficult, but you've got to have a really strong mentality to do that. And he was just asked, actually, I mentioned that earlier on I'd heard there was a phone call onto one of the shows earlier on that was a National League South referee who said that he'd reffed Ollie Watkins when he was on loan at Western-super-Mare, and his eyes lit up when he heard that, because he remembers his journey. It's really important. He says he tries not to look too far back or too far forward, which I think if you're a winner, that makes a lot of sense. But he said he manifested that goal the other day. He said one of his friends had told him that he just had a dream that he was going to score in a European final. He did it in the semi-final, so there's still time for him to score in the final on on Sunday. But all of that hard work, all that dedication, and I can't tell you some of the conversation that he's just talking about in the press conference now because it's embargoed until 10:30 UK time. But some really funny anecdotes about his time for Western, playing against Ebbsfleet and various other teams, and what they did on the coach is just wonderful to listen to. They've all worked incredibly hard for this moment that they're going to take to the field and have on Sunday, and that they all just feel incredibly proud at the moment, and the support that they've had from their families as well is something that's come up in all the interviews that I've done over the past few weeks.
Nearly out of time, Faye, but just finally and briefly, you were around the team in this way in 2021 before the final. Does this feel any different? Is there a different feel to it? What do you think?
Well, there's more people here for sure. I mean, that was in COVID times, so it was really odd. We were quite distanced from the players as well. I had to interview them, with long microphone sticks and 2 meters distancing and things like that. Whereas now, we're sat on chairs next to each other. It's much more relaxed, and they're excited. But I think the difference, I would say, is probably the calmness. They were pretty calm 3 years ago, but there was almost a tiny bit of giddiness to 3 years ago because it was the first time that they'd achieved that.
Yeah.
And this just feels like it's the next natural step for them. And I've been asking all the players what they'd do if they won the Euros. Kyle Walker wants everyone to get tattoos. It has to be the same tattoo done by the same tattooist. Phil Foden, as you will have heard, wants everybody to have St George's flags on their hair. Ollie Watkins says he doesn't have any tattoos, but he likes Kyle Walker's suggestion if they do go ahead and do it. So yeah, I think they are fully focused, calm, and very much looking forward to making history on Sunday.
Well,
when he says everyone gets that, is that everyone in the country, or is that just the
I
England
think that's
team?
just the players.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know, and maybe Gareth Southgate won't do that, but I will ask him that tomorrow.
We do get coaches' tattoos. Enjoy the game, Faye, as much as you can. I know it's going to be tense and you're going to be working, but
thank you.
We look forward to hearing from you in the build-up to it. Thanks, Faye. That's Faye Crutton's our England correspondent there with the England squad. Well, Charlie, that is us.
Oh, I'm excited, Paul.
Same here.
I mean, I'm currently sitting on a draw and then a lottery.
I think we're in for a long, dramatic night. I think we'll go toe-to-toe with them.
Unless we're 3-0 up at half-time, Paul. You never know.
Cigar on.
Kane hat-trick, half-time. Let's go.
We'll be back with you on Monday, hopefully to celebrate a fantastic England victory in the European Championship final. Keep it talkSPORT. All the build-up is coming over the next 48 hours or so. Should be a sensational game. Let's hope they can finally bring it home. Come on, England. We'll see you on Monday. That was our look towards the big game, of course, with our very good friends at Carling. 18+. Please drink responsibly.
Euro Game Day debrief on talkSPORT with Carling, the UK's #1 lager. 18+, always drink responsibly.
It's a busy day in Admouth. The Admiral bumps into Joe Jenkins in the supermarket.
Is everything okay?
Well, got up at 6 a.m, showered, fed the cat, fed the dog, fed the kids, did the school run, the vet went on a run, drive to work, charged my car and charged to lunch, searched for new cars, used cars and tried to sell the old car, popped over to the flat and had tea with the tenant, sorted out the leak and picked up leaks for dinner, and now I need to find insurance.
And breathe.
Oh.
Take it easy and insure everything in one place with Admiral Multi-Cover and more. Admiral Insurance, always looking out for you.
What's it like having Sky TV? Well, it feels like filling up your car and stopping the petrol pump at exactly the right amount. Nice. Yeah, feels like that, but telling. With Sky Stream, it's never been easier to get that feeling. There's no dish, and you can search all your apps with your voice. All for just £22 a month at sky.com. Offer ends 31st of July. Sky. Believe in better. Requires ultimate TV subscription, £22 per month on 24-month contract, and broadband minimum speed 25 megabits per second. New customers only, 18+, terms apply.
Exactly. Price boost and daily special. Plus, new customers bet £10 and get £60 in free bets. Tournament football just got going. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Wagering requirements and conditions apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly.
We are getting so close. Let's keep everything the same to keep the good luck.
Yeah, same t-shirts, couch spots, same place to buy the snacks.
I got my BP on the way back from Leeds. I can't go back at...
Fine, I'll go back to the Lucky BP.
Yeah!
Lucky BP! Lucky BP!
BP is here for all your big game essentials. Plus, BP Me Rewards members can earn points to put towards great saves. BP, here for all of life's journeys. BP Me Rewards card or app required. For full T's and C's, visit bpmerewards.co.uk.
Let's go live to hear about that winning goal.
The crowd's gone absolutely wild here. How on earth do you sum up your emotions right now?
Amazing. A hat-trick is just the best feeling ever.
Is it though? Is kicking a ball into the back of the net really better than food fulfillment from Burger King? That warm, fuzzy feeling of total food satisfaction, like finishing the last bite of the Gourmet King's Barbecue Steakhouse Angus.
No.
Correct. Burger King. That's food fulfillment.
If you bought a timeshare, did you really get what you expected? Or were you sold a dream that's now a nightmare? With high maintenance fees, loss of exclusivity, and limited availability, timeshare ownership for many is now just a liability. MyTimeshareClaim.co.uk has helped thousands of owners who are missold exit their contract and receive compensation. For advice and to find out more about your options, text timeshare to 78900.
Someone in the UK has got that Euro Millions feeling because they have won the incredible £33 million Euro Millions jackpot. I reckon they've had a bit of a dance. All around the house, then out the door, down the path and into the street. For all we know, they're probably still dancing. Go on, guys. Get that Euro Millions feeling. Euro Millions from the National Lottery. Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
On 1089 and 1053 AM. Online. On the app. On your smart speaker. Official broadcaster of UEFA Euro 2024 Germany. talkSPORT.
Hello, good afternoon. Next up, of course, is Drive Time. We're in our England shirts. It's me, Andy Goldstein, it's Jason Cundy. We are gearing up. Come on, England! We're gearing up to live commentary on talkSPORT of the final on Sunday. Final year of the comet. Very excited about it. As you would imagine, the whole show is dedicated towards that game. We'll be starting off with an interesting question. Any changes? What changes would you make? Not what do you think Gareth would do? We know what he's going to do, be the same. But what would you do? Would you go 3 at the back? Would you go 4 at the back? Would you stay with Phil Foden on the left? The midfield, I'm guessing now the midfield has to pick itself. Doesn't it? Kobe Mainoo's just unbelievable alongside double-deckers. 03717223344. England take on Spain. The final of the year is on Sunday. Question number 1 to kick things off. What are you doing with that 11 and what formation? 03717 223344. And of course, I'll be asking everyone, is he coming out? But we know he is. All of that and more is coming up first, though, with the sport headlines. It's Ben Fletcher.
Talk Sport.
Good afternoon. Ollie Watkins says he knew he was going to send England to the Euro 2024 final the moment he set foot on the pitch on Wednesday night, and he's not had his fix yet.
I manifested it. I'd worked very hard to get to that point, so it's been an amazing feeling, but I'm not shocked. I've got that fire in my belly, ready whenever I'm called upon, and hopefully I get the call to come onto the pitch again, and hopefully I can produce.
Well, how much will what happens on Sunday dictate Gareth Southgate's next move? talkSPORT understands the England manager will take his time to decide whether he stays on or goes. His former teammate David Seaman has told talkSPORT Southgate will be looking for a cherry on top of a massive cake.
I think he would love to win something. If he wins something, then I think he might have a little look back and think, yeah, I did a good job there. But if not, he might think, right, I'll give the World Cup another go.
Spain England is live on talkSPORT. Can you not do that, please? Johnny Evans has signed a new one-year contract at Old Trafford, keeping him at United until next summer. Now, Jimmy Anderson has brought the curtain down on his England career with 3 wickets, a total of 704 in the Test format.
I forgot what I was actually trying to do with the ball when I bowled that first ball. But yeah, it's been incredible, and the reaction of the crowd's just phenomenal. I can't quite get my head around it right now. But yeah, it's just been an amazing 20 years, sort of really proud of every moment, yeah.
Anderson, as seen on Sky Sports, after England beat West Indies by an innings and 114 runs. It was one hell of a debut for Gus Atkinson, who finished on 12 wickets across 2 innings on his debut. 1-0 England in the 3-match series. Then they go again on Thursday at Trent Bridge.
talkSPORT News.
Human remains found in 2 suitcases in Bristol were believed to be those of 2 adult men, and thousands of prisoners in England and Wales are going to be released earlier than planned to try and stop overcrowding. More with Emma at 5:30.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. We're here for every future journey with over 400 EV train centres. Find your local EV train centre at quickfit.com and drive away happy every time.
Bright spells across central Scotland this afternoon, but cloudy for most of us. Patches of rain across England and Wales.
Vorsprung durch talkSPORT.
What a hit!
Get unrivaled coverage of UEFA Euro 2024 live from Germany.
They're going goal crazy!
We've got the Euros covered. Euro Drive with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy
on talkSPORT.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Euro Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and him sat over there in an English shirt. We still don't know really what year that's from, but I like it. It's Jason Cundy.
Afternoon stinks, afternoon, Yvonne.
Formal. Yeah, really formal. But I do think we've got a show for you. We really do. We'll be asking whether England need to make any changes on Sunday. Should he stay or should he go? Yes, they want to kick Gareth Southgate. Win, lose or draw. There can't be a draw. But do you agree? Amaled inside the England camp and here from Carl Walker and Ollie Watts. On top of that, we'll be joined by British middleweight boxer Nathan Healy as well. Oh, what a show. This is Euro Drive on talkSPORT. Get involved. Pick up the phone 03717 223344. Boy.
Hello, matey.
You know, it's weird. I'm just looking at myself on YouTube, and it's very bizarre, actually. Even though I've got an English shirt and you've got an English shirt, when I put it on, nothing popped into my head, but I looked up and I saw myself in this English shirt. You always get a player at club level or international level that pops into your head. I've got one here. I'm going to write it down right before you say it. It's very bizarre that this player's popped into my head. You might do. Okay, that's the player. I looked up and saw this. I've got I think it's the third. The light blue kit, the third row, I can't remember from what year. I think it's 90s. What?
Give me his position.
Midfielder.
I'm afraid Lampard.
No, it's way before Lampard this time. I want Steve Hodge. Can you see Steve Hodge at the top? I think it's that era. I think so.
Right, I've got one up me now.
So I don't know what one yours is. I don't think that's the Beckham Greece. I think it's before that. Producer Joe, no, he's looking. Does anyone know? It's after that. It's just a Nike one. Yeah. What's England? 2015, Joe saying. Are we Nike at the moment? England, is it? Are we Nike? Well, are we? We're Nike. So it's a Nike one. The blue swoosh on your right. What? I've got Emil Heskey now. Oh, yeah. Have you? Okay. Well, it's not one I'm familiar with. I don't remember that top. It's a nice top. I like it if you're watching on YouTube.
That's simple, isn't it?
Quite rugby-like, like, isn't it, if you're looking there? You look good, Jake, for your age.
Thank you.
Pecs are good. Well, you're 58. How are you?
I'm all right, matey.
Yesterday I really enjoyed the show.
It's a great show, wasn't it? Yeah. And the birthday, what a night the birthday had the building yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we went.
Honestly, I walked in this morning, mate, looked at the building, I've gone, oh, God, you look terrible.
He did look tired, but slightly leaning to the right.
Mate, absolutely sozzled last night, the building was.
You know what I found out, right? The building was 10 years old. But in building years, that's actually 55.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. So it's quite old, quite a big birthday.
Quite old, but I mean, it's not looking too bad, mate. It's a year older than that.
Yeah, but on the back of that, I got an invite today from Tower London.
Did you?
Yeah, that building. They just said, we heard you went to another building's birthday. Do you want to come to ours? So I might be going to that next.
But you think about how old that building is.
Oh, yeah.
And the building years.
Well, what I say we called the Tower London. What year is Tower London? It's got to be 17 something, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
Before that?
Mate, it's before that.
Go on, what are you going? Tower?
Oh, no, I'm going early. I'm going early thousands.
I don't know. That's gonna.
I'm gonna go.
What year?
I'm gonna go 1050.
William Conquer built the White Tower.
Yeah. The White
1066.
10. That's a million miles out, mate.
What'd you say?
1050. No, I'm only 16 years out.
That's not bad. You've done well there.
I take that with a little wiggle room. I'll go and take it.
Yeah. We'll play Know Your Buildings throughout.
Know Your Buildings. What year?
Yeah.
What year was the building built?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, throughout the show. What are we just doing there?
How's the bottom?
Pardon? How's the pardon? He tried to blow out the old Garfield.
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't on that site. It was the other side of the water. That's not the original site. No.
What? Houses Parliament wasn't where it is now?
No.
I didn't know that.
And it was actually, it was more like a haystack than it was a...
Okay. No, I quite like that. What year was Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes
I won't do it now. I'll say that for after the break. I'm going 16s.
Yeah, it feels right. 16. Yeah,
I go 16:42.
I'm going to go a bit higher. 16:55.
Okay. Isn't it weird, right? We'll move on from this in a minute, no? But with like historical years,
Yeah.
I went 16:42. They're never odd numbers, are they? 10:66. Do you know what I mean?
1966.
There you go.
2024. Oh my
God!
God!
We've only won the Euros.
Oh, we've won it. We've won.
Right, then we've got a busy show. A bit later on, the last hour of the show, I'm looking forward. Ever since we came in yesterday, we discussed this, and producer Joe was like, let's do it for Friday. It feels like Friday. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. We're going to do, the Euros is on, everyone on the planet, sorry, everyone in England, or that is English, will be watching it. Apart from, as Jay said, idiots. If you're a football fan and for whatever reason you can't watch the game on Sunday, you're on a plane, it's someone's birthday, you're taking the kids to a pop concert or whatever, in the last hour of the show we want to hear from you.
Change your life.
You don't think there's anyone out there that's English and likes football and can't watch it?
No, there has to be. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't be watching 8 o'clock.
People will find out. We'll do that. We will also be asking you for your views on Gareth Southgate. The FA have come out and said that win or lose, we want to keep Gareth. My view is totally 100%. Let's keep him because I think we're going to win it. So we're going to do that. We'll also, by the way, we'll also throughout the show. I'm quite excited about this. But we'll also do throughout the show. We'll have the option for you guys out there to leave us a voice note, and we'll play the voice note throughout the show. If you want to leave us a voice note, you have to go onto WhatsApp. So save the number in your phone as talkSPORT 03717223344, and then send a voice note on WhatsApp as if you're sending it to your mate. But your WhatsApp to us has to be the answer as to why England are successful, because it's not down to the manager, it's not down to the players. For argument's sake, producer Joe has got a very lucky bucket hat. The only reason that England managed to get past Switzerland, was it Switzerland, is because the bucket hat was off, couldn't find it. Then all of a sudden, on goes the hat, England win. Right? Now, very similar to that, when we had the penalty shootout. I had a bottle of water I was shooting out, and for our penalties, the bottle of water was between my legs. And this is true, and for their penalties, it was outside of them. And I kept moving it, and that's why we won. It's nothing to do with the penalty takers. I'm the reason England. So I want to hear from you, your little stories as to why England have been successful. What's your little superstition? WhatsApp me that, and we'll play them throughout the show. 03717223344. Now, this Sunday, England have the opportunity to make more history and win their first trophy in almost 60 years as the Three Lions take on Spain in the final of the Euros. And it's live right here on talkSPORT.
We're now in a second final. The last one was the first in 50 years.
Saka against Donnarumma, they've put it in! It just isn't meant to be!
We're now in the first that isn't played on our shores.
Ollie Watkins has just scored the goal that surely takes England into the final!
We came here to try and win the tournament, and that's still our aim.
Unbelievable! A Jude Bellingham overhead kick!
You've got to live these moments, you've got to enjoy these moments, because, you know, they don't come around often.
Certain people are on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now. For 1966 and 2021, read 2024.
I think Spain are an unbelievable team.
The Spanish Giants have done it, and they are out to create new history.
We're all together, pushing together.
This time, England win on penalties.
And England are in the final, and they're singing it. Football's coming home.
It will be England-Spain on Sunday in Berlin. The dream lives on.
Yes, the Three Lions will play Spain in the final of the Euros this Sunday. And of course, it's live on talkSPORT with kick-off at 8 p.m. There's build-up throughout the day. I'm going over to Wembley Box Park. I'll be there from 3. You're coming with me as well. We've got big-name guests. So the build-up, you don't want to go anywhere else other than talkSPORT throughout the day. Build it up to live commentary of that final. England v Spain right here on talkSPORT. How you feeling?
It's all consuming. The first thing I think of when I wake up is like England in the final. So then your mind might drift, and then bang, it comes back again. You know, coming in here, paraphernalia with England shirts. You and I've got England shirts. There's England hats in the studio.
No.
Is
That's just my hat. I just bought that. It was with you. Yeah. That cowboy hat, that's what I wear on the train. I don't want to be recognised.
Putting a mask.
No, that's just how I look.
That's just how you
look. Right, listen, the question we're going to start the show off with is what changes would you make? Not what would you like to see Gareth do? We know virtually what Gareth is going to do. Well, we do, Jay. The only thing we don't know about what's going to happen with the team. I think the team picked itself is the formation.
Well, I think the one debatable point is Shaw. Does he start Shaw? If we play a 4, does he play a natural left back? If he plays the 3, does Trippier, who Lamine Yamal wants to come in on that left-hand side, so they're right, our left. And I wonder whether a right-footed defender might be best off. You think about the goal he scored against the Turks, right? He comes inside, goes across the box. I wonder whether a right-footed defender might be best defending that type of player, because he wants to come inside. He'll go on the outside, of course, but Trippier's a good defender. I would not make any changes. I would go exactly with what he went with. Same shape, same team.
Yeah, we've looked, in the last 2 games we played 3, we've looked the best.
We've not been brilliant, but we've been better.
Yeah.
And I think better than each game which we played as a 3.
And also, I hate when we play a 4. I hate Phil Foden playing left over front 3. When you play 3 at the back, you can play Phil Foden.
You get your best players in your best positions.
Yeah, he was playing a lot on the right down the middle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Bellingham was out on the other side.
It was a little. It felt like Foden had more of a freer role, dropping deeper, picking balls up. I mean, against the Dutch, I can't believe how open their midfield was in that first half. I know we conceded the first goal.
Then they went long to sort of get rid of that problem.
Then they sat deep and they brought Weghorst on and kept going long. And that's where their goal come from.
Yeah.
You know, Rice gets dispossessed, but it's a long ball. Rice should do better, we'll know that. But actually, I thought the Dutch really were a little bit route one, mate. I thought they were disappointing the way they approached it.
So we agree with everything. We agree with the same team and the same formation.
We do still.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we do. It's not often it happens.
No, it's not. And Gareth doesn't... He only makes changes unless they're forced upon him or there's a big problem.
It's a creature habit.
And by that, I mean Trent in the first game, Connor in the second one.
Correct.
He knew that didn't work. Fair play to him. Kobe, who's been, I think, player of the tournament for England.
Right now, I know that Gehi's been brilliant for us. Probably our best player, but right now, I think Kobe has been sensational. He's my favourite player right now, man, in the middle.
So that's how we're going to start the show. A real busy show, as you'd imagine, for the next 3 hours. We'll talk in the last hour. I'm looking forward to people coming on, telling us why they can't be watching the game if they're football fans, England fans. We'll also talk about Gareth Southgate and his future in the middle hour, but we're going to start things off with your view on England, how we line up, what formation, who starts, who's on the bench. 03717 223344. This is Drive, a special Euro 1 ahead of the final of the Euros, Sunday night, live on talkSPORT. England take on Spain.
Tonight, book your next adventure with TUI and go on a culture-soaked city break to Parma or Istanbul. Take off from an airport near you and experience a break by bundling your flights and hotel into one handy package. So get ready to make memories that last and live happy with TUI. Financially protected by ATA.
Colours, and you can use it in any weather. Transform your next project with confidence. Transform it with Seeker Fast Fix. And you'll finish a quality job in no time at all. Seeker stock is now at seeker.co.uk/landscaping.
By recommending beautiful designer radiators at bestheating.com, you'll have happy, warm customers. You also get cold hard cash. Yep, you heard. All you have to do is refer your customers to bestheating.com and we'll give you a percentage of the sale in actual cold hard cash. Plus your customer gets 10% off too, so everyone is a winner. Visit bestheating.com/trade to refer your customers and start making money today.
Got a paintwork scratch, bumper scuff or minor dent? Want it fixed like new? Of course you do. At Chips Away, we don't judge, we just fix it. Enter a few details online for a free, no-obligation estimate. We'll come to you, or you can visit one of our car care centres. For professional, affordable car body repairs with a lifetime guarantee, visit chipsaway.co.uk. Chips Away, like it never happened.
Making a business insurance claim can be stressful. That's why at NFU Mutual we aim to respond to all claims quickly. We work with specialists to minimize disruption so you can get back to business as quickly as possible. It's no wonder over 95% of our business customers renew with us each year. For business insurance you can rely on, search NFU Mutual Business Insurance. NFU Mutual. Closer to your business and closer to what matters.
talkSPORT traffic. The M5 is closed in both directions after a collision between Clumpton at junction 28 and Honiton at junction 29. In Cambridgeshire, the M11 northbound is blocked after a collision. It happened just by junction 14, a turn-off for the A14. And in Bedfordshire, the M1 southbound is partly blocked after a collision. It's between junction 11 for Dunstable South and junction 10 for Luton Airport, so we expect delays. I'm Adam Moore.
Euro Drive with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy
on talkSPORT.
Zeit für den Fußball.
It's making a good run forward here, and he slipped him inside the penalty area, and he's hit it. Oh! How can he hit it? He's just won it. Ollie Watkins has just scored the goal that surely takes England into the final of the European Championships. It's the biggest moment of his life.
I always wonder with a song like this, do you write na na na? You write na. What are you doing? Just write a tune on na na na.
If you look up the lyrics now, if you Google lyrics, they'd say na 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 na.
Yeah, but she sat there and written na na na.
I don't think she wrote it.
Na 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 na. Hold on. Na 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 na.
I think they do.
Na 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 na. No, that was me.
I think they do.
You listen to Eurogame Day live on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cundy. Still come on, join my fake brother's life. I mean, you can't get very excited. Just quickly, the FA wants Gareth Southgate to stay on as a new manager, even if the team moves to Spain on Sunday. Well, let me tell you now, we won't be moving to Spain.
Is it coming home? Is it coming home?
Yeah, I'm so confident about it.
I'm scared to.
No, mate. Believe.
I think it might be, and it scares me.
Let me ask you this. Apparently, 1 million people are expected on Monday in London for the parade. Ends up fucking this. Will you go? No. You thought about it. Will you not go?
No. What dodgy man? Who's always hobbling around London?
Jimmy Anderson ended his legendary England career in England with a hammering over the West Indies in the first test before Jimmy. It's day 11 here. I'm sure it's day 12. Was it not day 11 yesterday? But Joe's not even looking at me.
It's day 12.
It is day 12.
100% day 12.
There, but I think
100%. Hold on. 12. Hold on. Saturday, Sunday. 100% day 12.
Day 12 for women. Lisa O'Sullivan's watching the football. Hi, Lisa.
Absolute crunch time in this first of the men's semi-finals as Daniel Medvedev saves a break point. Carlos Alcaraz leading 2-1. 3 games all in this fourth set. But Medvedev really trying to hold on to this one because Alcaraz has been looking better and better as the match goes on. The Spaniard absolutely inspired by his football team and by the Real Madrid players in it as well. Just some news from the wheelchair singles, by the way. Alfie Hewitt's into the final of the men's for a 3rd straight year. It's the one major title he's never won. He's got 8 Grand Slam crowns. He's going to play Spain's Martin de la Puente. But it is exciting stuff here on centre court. Medvedev serving 3 games all. In the fourth, he trails 2-1.
What noises there, wasn't there, Jay?
There was a lot of noises, and Lisa's a little bit ahead of us. Medvedev's taken the serve. It's gone back to Alcaraz.
Not just a normal game.
Back to, and it's out. Alcaraz has won it. It's broken. It looks like curtains.
Good looking lad.
Imagine that on Sunday, right? He's in the final, right? Spanish. Spain in the final. They lose both. They both lose.
Yeah. What would your tennis grunt be like? That's a good grunt.
I think that'd be my grunt.
I think mine would be quick. Hi, Kieran.
Okay.
Hello, mate.
Kieran, if you were a tennis player, what would your grunt be like when you serve?
Oh.
That's a good serve, mate. That's a good serve.
Thanks, right
there. Thanks. Coming in, you're an England fan. What's going to happen?
Well, I know it's going to sound controversial, but I was thinking maybe 4-4-2. And the only reason I was thinking is because you get the chance of having Ollie Watkins support Kane up top. Because if you see, obviously, when Watkins gets the chance, he's putting balls away. He's confident striker. Kane's clearly carrying something. Don't know what. It's like a bit of an injury, but just having his presence there alongside and having Watkins there, you know, if he just holds the ball up, feeds it across to Watkins, we know we're going to score. And that's what I'm thinking.
Tell me your 4 across the middle then, because if you're playing a 4, you're having players out wide, right? So your midfield 2 is going to be who?
So I would have Foden, Bellingham, and on the wide, Saka, and then out on the other side, you would have. I was torn between obviously Cole Palmer out there.
So you got no Declan Rice or Kobbie Mainoo?
But then. I said,
let him finish, Joe.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but the thing is, we've got someone like Foden to put on a performance like he did in the first half against the Netherlands. You can't drop him.
No, but you can play. You can still play Phil Foden if you're playing a 3.
I get that, 100%.
So are you leaving Declan Rice and Kobbie Mainoo out?
Difficult. My head's saying no. No, my heart's saying no, but my head's saying yeah.
Okay. What's your team sheet saying?
Say again, sir.
What's your team sheet saying?
Well, for me, you've got to have like the back 4.
Yeah, no, forget that. Who's your midfield 2 in the middle?
Bellingham and Foden.
So you are leaving Kobbie Mainoo and Declan there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, people, Jake, people touch everything.
Hold on. Who's on the right?
He's playing on the right, he's playing Saka, and on the left, Palmer.
Yeah. I mean...
You can't leave Declan Rice.
By the way, we might score 4, but we might concede 4 as well, isn't it?
Andrew's up next. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, are you doing alright?
If you're a tennis player, what's your grandma on your serve? That's not bad, actually. That's not powerful.
I think that's good for net.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You got second serve, right?
Hey!
Your shorts are too tight. Good shot. Well played, mate. You played it before. Coming in, so this is not what you think Gareth's going to do. What would you do?
Well, I don't know where you got that last caller from.
I think what it is, if I'm being honest, Andrew, is when people phone up, they go, this is my team, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, I forgot to put a goalkeeper in. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, he got a bit caught out there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Go on then, what are you doing?
You've got to leave it as it is, because I think the problem that Spain are going to have is Rodri's going to get overrun. Everyone bangs on about how good Rodri is. But if you've got Mainoo and Bellingham and Foden all going at him, you can only pick one up, and that's 3 of them you've got to pick up. I know Danny Olmo can do a little bit going forward for Spain, but I think the best form of defence is attack.
I agree.
Yeah, Gareth is a very pragmatic, safe manager. He's found his formula, he's found his team, he's found his shape. He ain't going to change much. I felt first half the Dutch gave us way too much room, especially in the middle of the park. I don't see this. See, then you've got to talk about, you mentioned there Rodri there. They'll want more of the ball. I think they'll expect to have more of the ball. Don't we think that the Spanish were?
I was really impressed with the way England started against Holland, even though we conceded earlier on the Netherlands. I was really impressed with it. I just think we looked so much more in command and in control in a 3.
It was their best performance.
Right.
I think this game, I think this will be tight. It could be pretty even actually possession-wise, but in terms of Rodri, Foden.
Even though he's an unbelievable player.
Foden he was good first half. Though, kept dropping deep, and they kept letting him go in. I don't see the Spaniards doing that. I just don't think they're going to think.
The show going to be joined by Play Colours live from the England camp. First time for no Google Home 1. Spain have scored 2 or more goals against England during this tour in their last 4 matches against us. Yeah.
But didn't we beat them?
Let me say that again. Spain have scored 2 or more goals against England the last 4 matches. Is that right? That's a worry. The last time this didn't happen, Jake, was when the 3 Lions won 1-0 in 2011. The last time we didn't concede 2 was 13 years ago. That's a worry. We want to know who scored the only goal for England that day. Alright?
2011.
I'll give you a clue. It should have been Darren Bent. Apparently, whoever scored this goal stole it off Benton. The answer to that and loads more come up live on Drive on talkSPORT after this.
Get the match ready with Club Card prices. Like Doritos tortilla chips, 180 grams, now £1.25, down from £2.50. With Tesco Club Card, everyone can feel the lower prices. Tesco, every little helps. Majority of model stores in the 16th of July Club Card or app required.
Big game today. Talk us through how you got all the snacks.
Yeah, no, obviously I'm in the area, seen the BP, obviously parked up there, catch the crisp, grab some drinks at the line, I'm ready to pay, obviously scan with BP, ring rewards, got back on the net, yeah, right, so we're off to a good start, aren't we, so yeah.
BP is here for all your big game essentials. Plus, BP New Rewards members can earn points to put towards great saves. BP, here for all of life's journeys. Obviously.
PP Me Rewards card or app required. For full T's and C's, visit ppmerewards.co.uk.
We're BetMGM Sports and Casino. We know things aren't always golden. That's why we offer you the tools to keep your play safe. Set timeouts to always ensure you take a break when you feel like you need it. Set reality checks so you know exactly how long you've been playing. And set deposit limits to help control what you spend. Stay golden with BetMGM. Play responsibly. 18 plus.
Getting away this summer? At Tesco Mobile, join the 1.4 million customers who roamed with no fees in the EU last year. Plus, save £378 on the stunning Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra for just $49.99 a month with Club Card prices. Now you can catch Rays while you catch up on the group chat. It pays to be connected. Search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
Ends 14th of July. Club card and 36-month credit agreement required. See tescomobile.com/terms. No EU roaming fees until 2025. See tescomobile.com/home from home.
Stop, listen, chicken. The 8 mini fillet bucket, $6.99. 8 succulent mini fillets. Buy, eat, digest. Good, repeat. Believe in deals, believe in chicken. Until 21st of July, subject to availability. Participating restaurants only. Not available on delivery. See website for full T's and C's.
My dear here, my dear there, heating, cooling everywhere. Same day quotes, next day delivery. You can even get a 10-year warranty.
Install split systems, VRF, chillers or heat pumps? My dear, a juggernaut in HVAC, manufacturing over 60 million systems per year and global sponsor of Manchester City, wants to make you our next My Pro signing. Win more, earn faster. That's the My Dear idea.
This tournament, prepare for greatness with William Hill. Get ready for last-minute winners, legendary goals, and straight red cards. Oh, what was he thinking? Win 50% more on every England game this tournament with Bet Builder Extra, online or in the app. Only from William Hill. Available day before match to kick-off. Bet Builder with 3+ selections at 3-1 or more. Pre-match singles, match stake £20. Full T's and C's apply. 18+. BeGambleAware.org.
Unstoppable Sports Radio.
An emphatic finish.
UEFA Euro 2024, Germany. On talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2. It's great football. Get off your Güntergrass and listen.
You listen to Eurodrive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Golsey. Jason Cundy alongside. We still don't know where that shirt's from, Joe. What year?
We don't know. Have we not worked that one
We
out
need
yet?
people to work that out. Okay. 4 to 7. Hugh brings us Euro kickoff. Not you, Jakey. Don't forget, we're bringing you the final of the Euros on Sunday at 8 p.m. England take on Spain live. In Germany, we want to know from you. You can phone up now and tell us the answer, and we'll call you back at 6. If you are an England fan, a football fan, and for whatever reason you can't get to a telly or near a radio, we want to hear from you. 03717 223334. Jason thinks that person doesn't exist. That's right.
Well, if that person does exist, we'll turn your life around.
But you don't think that person? You think when we call?
Well,
you don't think anyone will phone up?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to call up about that.
It's going to come on our show. Should he stay or should he go? The FA want to keep Gareth Southgate, win or lose. But do you agree? I do. I really do now. 03717 all that and more coming up first with the news headlines. The wonderful Emma Kerwin.
talkSPORT News.
Found in 2 suitcases near the Clifton Suspension Bridge are believed to be those of 2 that's what the police have revealed. They also reckon the suspect travelled to Bristol from London earlier that day. Acting Commander Vix Haywood-Meelan says the manhunt is now being led by the Met Police.
There is also a crime scene in place at Shepherd's Bush. Our detectives are working closely with the inquiry team from the Met Police, and we will continue to assist them in any way we can.
Thousands of prisoners in England and Wales are going to be released after serving 40% of their sentence rather than half. The government says it's to try to address overcrowding in jails. It doesn't apply to the most serious offenders. A man's been jailed for life for what the judge has described vile plans to abduct, rape and murder Holly Willoughby. Gavin Plum's been told he'll serve at least 15 years behind bars. Police have arrested Kyle Clifford in hospital. The man suspected of murdering 3 women in Hertfordshire on Tuesday. And Carpetwright is one step away from collapse, putting more than 1,800 jobs at risk.
talkSPORT.
Ollie Watkins says David Beckham's goal against Greece just edges his against the Netherlands. And an innings victory for England as Jimmy Anderson brings his Test career to an end. Ben has more at 5.
Football immortality beckons once more as England prepare for football nirvana at the UEFA European Championship final in Germany. Immerse yourself in the hope, the heroics, and the heart-pounding pride in one unforgettable full weekend of dreams on talkSPORT. Magnificent! Get stats and speculation from a team of world-class players and experts with dedicated fan phone-ins for your hero worship and woes as football fever bites Berlin. Then, total on-location build-up and white-knuckle commentary of every adrenaline-soaked kick, corner, set-piece and pass as England meets Spain. Sunday night at 8. One epic team. One weekend of dreams. One radio station.
It is game on!
talkSPORT.
You've got to live these moments, you've got to enjoy these moments because, you know, they don't come around often. And there's a lot of sacrifice it takes to get here. So we'll enjoy it for the next couple of hours while we're here. The families will stay outside, we'll go and see them, and then we'll get off. And by the time we land back at base camp, it's all focus on Sunday.
Before the break, I asked the question. This is a bit worrying. Spain have scored 2 or more goals against England the last 4 times we've played them. The last time that didn't happen was back in 2011 when we won 1-0. Who scored England's goal that day? Apparently he stole it off Darren Bed. Frankie Lampard.
Did he, Frankie Lampard?
Super Frankie Lampard scored the goal. Right, time now to check in with England camp with Carlin.
Camp updates on talkSPORT with Carling, the UK's #1 lager. 18 plus, always drink responsibly.
Now, earlier on, talkSPORT's England correspondent Faye Carruthers caught up with England forward Ollie Watkins following his winning goal on Wednesday night.
Well, Walker just listed your goal as his top moment of the Euros so far. When did you first watch it back? And also, when you talk about manifesting it, how does that process work for you?
I always watch my goals back, you know, even my goals for Villa whenever I've scored against someone, but that one I think I watched it quite a few more times than normal. And then, yeah, manifesting it, I feel like there's been a lot of things in the process leading up to it. One of my good friends who is coming to the game actually told me years ago that he felt like I was going to score in the Euro final. Obviously I scored in the semis, so it was a game early, but you never know, that can happen on the weekend. Little things that have happened prior to that game. A lot of people have told me things and spoken it into existence, and yeah, I just feel like whatever you put into the universe, you get back, and I'm a firm believer of that. You can believe something, but if you deep down really truly believe and that it can happen, then I think it will.
You are 1 game away from lifting the European Championship trophy, which is incredible. We've been asking all the players what they'd do if they won the Euros. Phil Foden says he wants the whole team to spray paint their hair in King George's flag. Kyle Walker has just said he wants you all to get a tattoo, and it's exactly the same one done by the same tattoo artist.
Yeah.
What would you do if you win the Euros?
I think I'd go for the tattoo one, yeah, I think it's good. Andy here has been setting up a game of, if you watch the TV programme Traitors, another thing we've been playing is a game called Wolf, so I think I'd persuade Andy to get a little wolf tattoo as well, I think.
Yeah, and I'd get one as well.
Tell us about the game Wolf. How'd you play?
Oh, well, it's like knockdown ginger. You know, you knock like that.
And then you run off.
You run
They
off.
do that in the...
But you've got to do it in the style of Wolf from Gladiators.
Go on, show us.
That's right. That's how you do it, yeah. We were having fun, me and Ollie Watkins. Good mate, do you know that?
You told me earlier.
Yeah. Good pantomime. We're going to get that tattoo together. Right, let's continue that theme. Join us live from the England camp in Germany. talkSPORT England correspondent Faye Carruthers. Hello, Faye.
Hey, Faye.
Hello, you two. You all right?
We're good. Very, very excited. We're sat here in our England shirts, and every time we open our mouths talking about England, we get closer and closer to kick-off at us. That's basically how time works, but we cannot wait for it. We've got so many questions for you. Let me start off by asking you this way. You were lucky enough to be in and around the England camp the last time England got to the final of the Euros. You're now there again, mixing with the management, mixing with the players, of course, as well. Is the feeling, is the mood exactly the same, or is there a difference? And if so, what is that difference?
It feels calm, to be honest. They've had this experience already, so it's not the first time that they've experienced it at all. So I think it definitely feels calmer. They feel like they belong in this place. They feel like they're going to go on and win it, but not in a kind of giddy way. I used the explanation earlier on to describe it as there was a tiny bit of giddiness, I feel, last time. They, the majority of the spine of the team, obviously 3 years younger than they are now. That's how time works, Andy. I understand it too. And they basically just feel a little bit more calm and measured, and they've fought to get to this place, and they've earned the right to be here. They're acknowledging the fact that Spain have probably been the best team of the tournament so far, but they feel confident that they can go and beat them.
Faye, the big question I think as we close to the kick-off is, does he keep the same team in the same shape? Any steer on that?
No steer on it yet. It's been pretty locked down since the quarter-final leaks came out about us going to a back 3. They've been very cagey about any information coming out, but that was where we were most fluid. Even looking at that first half against the Netherlands in the semi-finals, that's when they played 3 at the back before Luke Shaw came on and they went to a 4. I think the 3, it works better. We've got better width, more attacking. Obviously, tactically things can change in game, but I expect that to be the way that they start. But the difference is going to be, the only change that I can see is potentially Luke Shaw, and that depends on how Kieran Trippier is, because Luke Shaw's now had 90 minutes to kind of 45 minutes spells coming on as a substitute. So, whether or not it's a risk still starting him when now he's had those 2 games in the bank, I don't know. And it's going to depend how Kieran Trippier is, because he did have a bit of a groin strain when he came off at half-time in the semi-final. So that's going to be quite key, I think, and I'll find out a little bit more about that when I speak to Gareth Southgate tomorrow.
Faye, when I'm watching England at the moment, I'm a lot more confident as a fan. Even when we go 1-0 down, I'm thinking, that's fine, that's absolutely fine, because we've been 1-0 down a couple of times. Then was it 3 times on the bounce? The only team ever to do that, and still win. Do you think the players are a lot more confident than you've seen them previously?
Yeah, without a doubt. And yeah, I know you two have changed your tune. Now we've come back in 3 games and are into the final. Yeah, I do feel like the players feel that confidence. It can only breed it, can't it? Gareth Southgate has spoken in the past about how different it is for the players. You can kind of, make these fake connections and friendships by playing games, playing Uno, playing Wolf, whatever it is that you're doing, and having the larks and games in training. But the only way really to build a togetherness is to do it on the pitch. And when Jude Bellingham goes and scores an overhead kick in the last 16 when we're 30 seconds from going out, when Ollie Watkins does what he does the other night, and we go on and come from behind in the quarter-final as well, all that is going to do is make the team feel very together, and that includes the substitutes as well, the finishers, as Gareth Southgate likes to call them. There's 5 players who haven't made an appearance yet this tournament, but they are all just equally as important as the players that have.
Faye, I was going to say this is the last time I'm going to speak to you before the game, and then I realised I'm doing Wembley Bobs Park Sunday, so I'll probably speak to you before the game then. But my question was going to be, what will the score be?
I feel like England can do it. I feel like it's going to be an open game, similar to what we saw in the semi-final, because of the style of football that Spain play. I thought that the last game was going to go 2-2 and then go to extra time and penalties. The Spanish do not want it to go to penalties, I'll tell you that, having watched what we did in the quarter-final. But I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go 2-2 extra time and penalties.
Okay. Faye, have a lovely day. We will speak to you Sunday ahead of that game. There's live on talkSPORT. Thanks, Faye. Yeah, there you go. It's all thanks to Carlin. 18+, please drink responsibly.
Camp updates on talkSPORT with Carling, the UK's #1 lager. 18+, always drink responsibly.
Now it's time to look at the latest odds ahead of all the action with William Hill.
In the zone on talkSPORT with William Hill. Prepare for greatness with William Hill. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Yes, let's get all the very latest odds with William Hill. Sam Norris. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Sammy.
Afternoon, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, are you well, chap?
Good. We're very well indeed. Thanks for coming on. Listen, there's two huge finals on Sunday. England, of course, take on Spain in the Euros final. Argentina take on Colombia in the Copa America. So what are the punters looking at across the two?
Yeah, we've got a stack of what we kind of call cross-sport specials, which sort of encapsulate 2 big events. Don't come much bigger than these 2 major football finals. As you said, the Euros kicking off at 8 p.m, rolling into the Copa America final, which is 1 a.m. Monday morning. There's been plenty of these that have been particularly popular. It won't come as any surprise to know that there's been a lot of cash for Spain to win the Euros and Argentina to win the Copa America. This is a big loser now in the William Hill book. We were 5-1 about this particular special before the semi-finals of both tournaments. That's into 15-8 at the moment. Another one that's been popular that we're maybe hoping we can get beat is for Lamine Yamal to be crowned the player of the tournament in the Euros and Lionel Messi to be crowned the player of the tournament in the Copa. That's 16-1. Messi has drifted a little bit though. James Rodriguez is now the odds-on favourite for that particular accolade. And he's not going to have to do a lot, I don't think, in the final for him to win that big award. So those are a couple that have been popular. I mean, we've got stats of these rolling onto the golf next week as well. Just give a quick mention to one of these. We've got the Open Championship and Euro 2024 cross-sport offering, which has been hoovered up by punters, and that's for Scottie Scheffler to win the Open and England to win the Euros. We started out live as a 25-1 shot for this bet into 14-1. Obviously fully behind England. They're popular as always, and Scottie Scheffler enjoying a kind of Tiger Woods-esque season with 6 wins in his last 10 starts. So loads of these to get involved with on the Euros, the Open and the Copa. Plenty to look at on the William Hill website and the app.
Now, Sam, there's lots of speculation in the media today about Gareth Southgate, whether he takes England to the next World Cup. Irrespective of what happens on Sunday, what are the odds on the next England manager?
Yeah, it felt for a while as though this was almost certainly going to be his last tournament, win, lose or draw, but the reports now are that maybe he will be kept on for the next World Cup. Graham Potter is the man that we've seen kind of get betting attention. He was 3-1 at the start of June. He was steadily gambled in to 1-2. He's back out to even money at the moment, but he has replaced Maurizio Pochettino as the favourite. He's 100-30, 7-2 for Eddie Howe. Lee Carsley's 10-1. He's the one I keep coming back to. The FA have had so much success this time around from promoting within. Obviously, Gareth Southgate, 21's manager, stepped up. Could Lee Carsley tread a similar kind of path? He turned down the Republic of Ireland job as well. There could be nothing in that, or there could be, a potential conversation that is the FA saying, we liked what happened with Southgate stepping up. Maybe we'd like to do the same for you. So he's there at 10-1. After that, you're looking at that Klopp, Guardiola. Don't know how realistic they are, and then we're into bigger prices thereafter. But Graham Potter's the momentum man at the moment. It ebbs and flows this market, though.
Okay. Listen, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming on. We'll speak to you in a bit.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, pal. That was a look at the latest odds. Thanks to our friends at William Hill. Terms and conditions apply. TPlusBeGambleAware.org.
In the zone, talkSPORT with William Hill. Prepare for greatness with William Hill. 18+ gambleaware.org.
You're listening to Drive Time on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Boy Jason Cundy alongside. When we come back at 5, I know it's not 5 yet, but when we come back at 5, we'll be talking about something you just mentioned actually, Gareth Southgate. Win or lose, the FA said they want him to continue. I would like him to continue.
Irrespective of what happens on Sunday?
Yeah, totally. I think he's done enough.
No, not for me. Win it, stay, don't, go.
Okay, that's what we'll be doing at 5. You can phone up now and we'll take your details and we'll call you back. Do you want him to stay or go, irrelevant of what happens Sunday night? 03717 22344.
Getting away this summer? At Tesco Mobile, join the 1.4 million customers who roamed with no fees in the EU last year. Get our 100 gig SIM for just £16 a month with Club Card prices. And we'll also give you an extra £30 worth of Club Card points. Now you can keep up with the footy whether you're home or away. It pays to be connected. Search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
Ends 14th of July. Club Card and 24-month credit agreement required. No EU roaming fees until 2025. Value issued at 3,000 Club Card points. Terms at tescomobile.com/terms.
To find out more, just say, Alexa, open Tesco Mobile. That's Alexa, open Tesco Mobile.
Eat. Believe in deals. Believe in chicken. Until 21st of July. Subject to availability. Participating restaurants only. Not available on delivery. See website for full T's and C's.
We can't say sticks like Turbo from Evo Sticks' full name on the radio. We're not allowed. We can say that sticks like Turbo is an amazingly fast-setting adhesive. We can say sticks like Turbo can be used in all weather conditions. We can even say sticks like Turbo holds up to 300 kilograms in just 15 minutes. We just can't say what sticks like Turbo sticks like, but you can probably guess. And it really does. Sticks like Turbo from Evo Stick.
All right, mate. Got another kitchen job on the go.
Finished that. A customer wants a bedroom now.
Nice. From Howden's?
Yeah, they've a choice of bedroom designs. All easy to fit with the Howden's quality you trust and their 25-year cabinet guarantee. And all in local stock. So...
Now you're picking up extra jobs you never would have had. And you finished extra quick.
Exactly. Howden's. Our bedrooms mean business. Find out more now at howdens.com.
Friends, Germans, football fans, lend us your ears.
Der Fußball ist hier. Und natürlich, talkSPORT Bet have got a tasty tournament load of top offers to check out, including
Spain versus England. Spain to score first, Bellingham to score, and England to win, all in 90 minutes. Latest price 28-1, broadcast boosted price 40-1.
talkSPORT Bet. Back of the step broadcaster. Bring it on, bookie.
Terms and conditions apply. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
talkSPORT traffic.
From Manchester, the M56 westbound is partly blocked by a breakdown near junction 6 for the A538. In Somerset, the M5 northbound is queuing after a lorry broke down. That's between junctions 22 at Burnham-on-Sea and 21 for Weston. In Surrey, a reminder the M25 is closing all weekend from 9 p.m. tonight for roadworks between junction 10 for the A3 and junction 11 the turn off Chertsey in the A320. I'm Adam Moore.
Interrupted. Full match commentary of every game of the tournament.
He really stuffed that.
UEFA Euro 2024, Germany.
That is huge.
Euro Drive with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy
on talkSPORT.
I took the job to try and improve English football, and we're now in a second final, and we're giving people some amazing nights. I'm delighted if everybody at home is feeling the way we are.
Why are you saying this? This was wrapped in the back of my head all day yesterday.
It's a
and
worm.
it left it, and now you put it back in.
Back in. The worm's back in. Back in, going around.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I hate it so much that I really like it. A bit like you.
I'm not a fan. I'm not.
But I know it's just a song you can just nod to and you know how it's going to go.
I know. Yeah, I'm not.
Football's coming home again.
Football's coming home again. It's only come home once.
Yeah, it's coming back though.
Once. In 1,000 years, it's only come home once in 1,000 years.
Yeah. It's nuts. Imagine you had a son like that. You've never seen him yet. How was you? Oh, Paul Stewart. You're listening to Euro Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cundy. Still to come on the show, we ask you whether you want to get to stay or go no matter what the result on Sunday. Just quickly